Yeah, welcome back to Ascending with Asha and Misha. Let's do a quick energy reading. This energy today is the Pisces full moon eclipse. Let's do the yin yang and synchronicity. And I don't know about you, but I'm having a big ass rebirth over here. I already got all my crystals gathered. I have a couple of things coming from the store. I got myself some flowers because I want to make some medicine and other things. So I got 2 bouquets of flowers that I'm going to work with later. Also, I had to buy myself a new... I used to have one of those little grills, one of those little circular ones. And I lost it in one of the moves. And I called it my witchy grill because that's where I would do spell work. And so I just ordered a new one, only like $15. And that's going to be delivered this afternoon. So I hope that you are stepping into your passion, your potential, your purpose, your... I don't know. I'm lacking more peace. Oh, sorry. Anyway. Alright. I don't usually dress like this. I mean, it depends on the day, but I'm wearing a... No, I'm not taking it. You know what? Let's start with synchronicity. I'm kind of burnt out on these other decks. Okay, so it is the full moon eclipse. So welcome the darkness. It's part of the way to integrate your shadow. Welcome it, right? Remember that it's a void, and whatever you don't want to take with you into this next season, fall is going to be, for the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it will be spring, right? You're coming out of winter. It is so interesting. I need to get to the southern hemisphere. I don't think I've ever been to the southern hemisphere. Been to some spots in the Caribbean, but that's all in the northern hemisphere, and in Mexico. It's all northern. Anyway, I need to get myself to the southern hemisphere. That's not happening today. But anyway, do what you can to support yourself and really embrace. We have Brother coming out, so this like masculine energy, which keeps coming out. Finder of lost things. Chumbawamba. I saw a TikTok the other day, someone was like, what song should be the millennial soundtrack to what's happening right now? And I made a comment that it should be this song. We have Roots and The Artist. This has been our life as millennials. Alright, we have Planting Seeds, Attraction, Teacher, Gratitude. Let's get 2 more. I really need these bangs to grow out. Don't do that. Don't cut bangs. It's not worth it. They take so long to grow. It's like everything else grows so fast. Don't do it. No. That was a Polly Shore laugh. Anyway, alright, we have love and creativity. Okay. The affirmation for the day, I haven't recorded these yet, but I want to tell you because I think it pertains to what I'm seeing here, is that I dream and I dream big. Okay? Is that what it is? Yes. Alright, so we have love. Okay, so let's start with Brother and Finder of Lost Things. Masculine energy is the doing energy, the action, right? As I was shuffling and starting this reading, which you guys are so patient with me if you stay the whole time, because I know I yap a lot in the beginning, it helps weed out the people who aren't supposed to be here, because these messages are intentional. Anyway, this masculine energy has come out a lot this week. It went from like very broken masculine energy to yesterday being like on top of their shit masculine energy. And so I don't like the way my skin looks. This lighting. Anyway, the masculine energy within us, we each all have masculine energy, but also at a societal, systemic level, globally, we know that the masculine energy is very much harming itself while also harming others, right? You can't carry out acts of harm and continue to stay in a balanced state. It's not how life works, okay? You're going against other people's humanity, free will, all of it, right? I mean, everything is encompassed within humanity. But there's varying levels of that. So within that, the masculine as a collective, at a global scale, is very much, I'm getting burdened, but not burdened because they're the ones carrying out like atrocity, right? And this goes for also women who are also carrying out violence. Those are people in their masculine energy, right? Femininity does not, I mean, there is a certain amount of, I wouldn't say violence, but sternness, order is a better word for feminine energy. Anyway, I don't want to stay too long on this. I think that with it being called brother, we can take this as like a protector energy. I know that lots of people have really horrible relationships with their brothers. I did not grow up with a brother, but I grew up with a sister who bullied me like she was a brother. So yeah, I don't know. I grew up at my friend's house and she had a brother and he also bullied me like I was his sister. So anyway, there can be some things there, but I mean, as far as we're concerned, let's use this energy as our own energy of protection, of doing, of action, of righting wrongs, of stopping bullies, right? I mean, when I think about brothers or brotherhood, that's what I mean, that's not the reality, but that's what I think, right? That's what I understand as brotherhood, as people who are going to protect those who can't protect themselves or need the protection. All right, moving on. Finder of lost things, maybe that is what we are also seeing within this energy. This masculine energy has been so loud this week. And I know that part of my job is, as a feminine who is very much in masculine energy a lot of the times, is to have this ability to be one of the guys, for the most part, until they catch feelings, and then they don't see me as anything anymore because I don't put out. But anyway, finder of lost things, I feel like we can think of this as perhaps that's what we're seeking as a society, is this energy of brotherhood, right? And I think that masculines are also seeking that. There's a lot of conversation right now about masculine people, like men, in men bodies and masculine traits and stuff like that, who are running away from who they really are, right? There's a lot of conversation about men being gay, about men being DL, about men mistreating women, and I think all of that comes from this missing piece of, I mean, under patriarch, the patriarch has unrealistic expectations of men, right, to carry out atrocity, when I think most men want to be a good guy, but feel pressured to be something else within the confines of their groups, right? Like their friend groups, their family groups, and society as a whole. So this finder of lost things, it's interesting because as we're talking about this conversation, there's an elephant here. Elephants are matriarchal beings, which means that they are led by women. The women stick together, they group up, and they care for the children together, and they protect the children. So it's just interesting that we know that this is a flawed energy, and there's this elephant with finder of lost things. Now, I think this is to each their own. We have these two coming up together. We have planting seeds and roots. So it's like on your journey, and we all have masculine energy within us as well. So I think that let's pull it back a little bit and be like, what is it that you are doing to look out for others, to it doesn't matter what gender you are or how you present yourself at all. What are you doing to initiate some sort of community? What are you doing to protect those or serve those around you? Are you able to do anything? What seeds are you planting? What roots are you nurturing? what are you doing, right? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it as a rhetorical question for you. I mean, it doesn't need to be rhetorical, but I'm not trying to answer this. What are you doing to alleviate what we were just talking about and step into a more communal space? That's what we need right now. We need community. We need protectors. Hello, look around. It doesn't matter where you are either. This is something we all need. The systems in place have done a great job of removing our innate ability to commune together, taking away third spaces, making everything have a price tag, right? So what are you doing? Because you have the power to change that. So what are you doing? Tell us. We have creativity, an artist. Again, what are you creating? What are you doing? How are you fulfilling this? And this is a fox, and foxes are known to be very playful and even a little bit mischievous, which when you're going against an evil system, an evil empire, right? I'm getting Star Wars. I've never really indulged in the Star Wars franchise, but I know lots of people do. And I'm getting that energy of, when you fight against an empire, you have to be a little bit mischievous about the things that you're creating as an artist. And I believe we are all artists. I believe that we all express ourselves through art in some form, whether it's music, actual fine art, whether it's building something, whether it's baking, whether it's cooking, whatever it is. There's that masculine energy, again, is the doing energy. So this finder of lost things is like tapping back into who you are before the world told you couldn't be that, right? And using gratitude as a teacher, being grateful for the things that we have, being grateful for the things that we have been through, even if it hasn't been something that was easy, right? I mean, life isn't easy necessarily, especially under these systems, but using gratitude as a way to continue moving forward and as a way to continue guiding yourself into what it is that you want to do and what you want to create. I have all of these affirmations plastered on my wall, and I'm seeing one that says believe in yourself and believe you can, and you're already halfway there. So there's this emphasis on belief right here. So maybe with this finder of lost things, maybe there is this, maybe there was a seed or something that you planted a long, long time ago, and you thought that it never, within yourself or within someone else, right? And you thought it never took root. But I think we're being called to believe in our past efforts have led us to this point, or have taught us, right, with this teacher, and being grateful for that regardless of how difficult it was. And I'm getting an external energy here because of what I just said about planting a seed. Maybe you planted a seed with someone and you left it. I just saw this, there's this TikTok, my comment is getting liked a lot. There's this, let me pull it up quick because I think it pertains to this conversation. Who are these boys singing on my TV? I don't know this band. I'm getting really hot right now. Oh, pumped up kicks. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, let me just pull this up. It pertains, I promise. Okay, sorry for the wait. I'm really slow with technology, and also my phone sucks. Okay, people will admire your depth until it's time to swim in it. They'll praise your wisdom until it holds them accountable, and they'll love your light until it exposes their shadows. I think that speaks to this eclipse energy that we're in. Also, just the depth of Pisces, which is what this full moon in is. I mean, the Pisces represent the ocean and everything in it, okay? Even the Marian Trench or Marian Trench, which is the deepest point of the entire planet, supposedly, so far as humans understand it, right? But Pisces are often taken as, beta fish or goldfish or even a minnow, right? Where Pisces could be Leviathan, that giant snake that people talk about from the Bible, or they could be the blue whale, or they could be the octopus that can like chameleon and fit themselves into things. Pisces have the ability to adapt and change like a chameleon, but that's an earth animal. So I want you to understand that depth that we're in right now, especially within an eclipse. Think about the depths of the ocean and how dark it gets there. And that is the energy that we're in today. My comment was for this, because a lot of people were making like some very snide remarks about, other people sucking. And I said, and that's okay. Divine timing always at play. We plant seeds. And so I don't know, maybe there's something that you just with this believe in yourself, but also believe in what you're modeling for others, right? And I think Brotherhood is also speaking to that, because I think this idea that we have, I know from the 90s, like sitcom wise, this idea of brother is like a leader, a good person, and so thinking about that too, thinking about that brotherhood within you, even if you are feminine, it doesn't matter. We all exhibit these traits, or that's the goal, is to find these traits within us and exhibit them. The last two cards we have are love and attraction. Love and attraction is a thing for everyone. If this is something that you're finding on your path, step into it, allow it to show up for you. Don't force it. Don't become obsessed with anything. Recognize that people have free will. But let the angels know. Maybe you want to do, don't do any love spells because people have free will. But maybe you want to just call in, allow the universe to present you with what it is that you deserve and what it is that you are seeking. Okay? Lastly, we have Mother and Strength. I just have to have an even amount of cards the way I line them up. So I think that we're going to end with Mother. Mother is this nurturing energy, right? But also fierce, right? We already talked about with the elephant. So this strength, resilience also. What have you, again, going back to that teacher and gratitude, what strength do you have now because of some really shitty situations that you've been through? And again, with these seeds, planting, the artist creating, and love as well, what are you nurturing? Nurture yourself the way you want to be taken care of by someone outside of yourself. And that does take strength, right? Okay, I'm going to be starting a new short project today, so I'm going to share it here. I already shared you the daily affirmation, but we're going to be starting to do self-care prompts. This one today is breathe. The calmer you are, the more time slows down, and the easier it is to get everything done, okay? Here we go. Motherhood. Really rough hood. Okay. I don't compare my life to others. Everyone is on their own journey. Always come back to this. I overcome fears by following my dreams. I think that's the gist of all of this, while also doing what you can to make the world a better place. I think we really hit that home. Today, I choose to be happy, and my feelings are valid even if you're not in a happy spot. Okay? Happy full moon. Put some shit under the moon. Don't allow the darkness or the depth of this energy unroot you. Okay? Stay grounded. And also allow yourself to explore your inner being a little bit more.